it's time for me to throw you over to the main men, our political editor Christopher Hope and the one and only Nigel Farage.
Mr. Farage, the biggest cheer that happened in your speech there was at the end when you said you don't care about skin colour, orientation, we care if you share the values of this country, we judge you as a person. Why do you have to say that?
Because we're sick to death of being divided up. We're sick to death of our kids at school at young ages, if they're white, being told they're oppressors, if they're black, being told they're victims. This whole division in society, the equality, diversity and inclusion agenda, which now discriminates against majority groups in workplaces or joining the Royal Air Force or whatever it may be. We hate that. We don't believe they're consistent with British values in any way at all. And the reason I got the biggest cheer for that is you can see what a thoroughly decent, open group of people these are.
Do you worry that that language might be seized on, you mentioned skin colour and orientation, by people who think that you'll say you're not, but a far-right party, a racist party?
I'm sorry, you've just contradicted yourself in the most extraordinary way. If that got the biggest cheer, how on earth can we be far-right? How on earth can we be
earlier Lee Anderson talked about feeling like our culture, get out. What culture does he mean? Is that a white culture? Or what
culture? I mean, and Middleton talked a lot about this. You know, it's about our history that shaped us in the way that it has. And whilst it may not be perfect, it's something we're proud of. It's about the democracy that we've built. It's about the universal values that we share. It's about understanding that it is the Judeo-Christian culture that underpins everything that we stand for. It's not difficult, this.
Critics see it, though, as being excluding groups, but it's not in your world.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite. No. It's the DEI culture that excludes various groups and says, oh, you must employ this person over that person because they're X, Y or Z. We're against all of that.
You said the sky's the limit. Zia Yusuf, who's your chairman, he's told us on GB News that you can win 2 terms. Not one term, 2 terms in the 2030s.
He does run away a bit, doesn't he?
Is this even possible? But from where you were a colleague at GB News before the election, you thought you'd go back into Reform UK, you won 5 seats. I mean, can you really win 321 seats to give you the majority in the House of Commons you need?
I've never lived through a moment in my life where absolute disappointment and dissolution with the 2 parties. People are uninspired in every way. They vote for one because they can't stand the other and vice versa. I mean, even this massive Labour majority hasn't come with any love. So if ever there was a moment when something big and historic was going to happen, it's now. Now look, is it probable? No. But you asked me a different question. Is it possible? Anything's possible.
What are the odds then? You're a betting man.
8 to 1 at the moment.
And you put money on 8 to 1.
Well, that's what the bookies say. That's what the bookies say.
But can you really be a PM? I mean, have you got all the qualities you need to do it? I mean, you've run, I suppose.
Well, no, I haven't really. I've not been to Oxford. I've run a private business. I have a sense of humour. I'm probably disqualified. But look, Chris, you know, point is, in the next 5 years, it's probable that somebody younger and better looking than me will come along. And if that's...
So it may not be you taking the next election.
No, but if I can help propel us in that direction, and if nobody does come along that's better, then I'll have a go.
And your new constitution means that members can vote out if they're like...
Well, the new constitution fundamentally changes the shape of the party. You know, it was set up as a company that I owned. I did it and I explained to the audience why, to stop us being taken over by malign actors. I mean, and believe you me, the far right, genuine far right, would have come and tried to take it over. And now's the time, this party's come of age, to give it to the members.
How do you do it without data? At this party, this hall is on a sugar rush of that excitement from July, no question. But how do you get past that? You won with a divided, exhausted Tory party against you. They will be organised, you know they'll be organised in 2028, 2029. How do you beat them?
By organising. You know, I mean, what is this conference is all about saying to them, I made it very clear in my talk, you know, we will succeed and fail, not on what I do, on what you do. There's only so much you can do with air war. You know, you can put out big national messages, you can talk to you can do social media, you can do all those things, but ultimately, you know, it is on the door that it really matters. And the Lib Dems have proved that, I think quite remarkably.
So the staging posts towards you becoming Prime Minister are what? How many seats winning next May at the local election?
We'd need to win several hundred seats next May. You know, we really would.
and then the Welsh Assembly election.
Go into Wales, Scotland, and all the rest of it.
Again, dozens in each of those seats.
We'd need to. Well, I think dozens in Scotland at this stage would be a bit bullish.
It takes time. It took time for you to win the Brexit battle, didn't it? It will take time. This perhaps more than.
Do you know the Brexit battle was harder than this is going to be. This is about the desire for something different, a feeling that we've failed, that the country's not working, and yet, despite thinking those things, look at the optimism of our people. They genuinely think something can happen.
And just finally, who's your inspiration? Is Donald Trump giving any advice?
I did speak to him on Monday after the second
Of course.
assassination attempt. He always encourages me.
What's his key bit of advice for you?
Be me.
Be you. Nigel Farage, thank you for joining us today on GB News. Thank you.